Jesus, it is so warm tonight. English summer days, it must be still. I've just looked at the weather app. 6 p.m. and it's 30 degrees here in Yorkshire. Absolutely bonkers. So welcome back to the vlog. This could be a bit of a long intro, this. It's a travel day vlog. However, I'm not travelling today, I'm travelling tomorrow. So it's Wednesday night, Wednesday evening. Just out for a little walk, so just need some fresh air. The wife and lad are in Corfu, so they flew last Friday. I took them down to East Midlands airport in the car, dropped them off, and they've been there now for about 5 days. They're absolutely loving it. It's boiling. Very lucky that Corfu's not had the fires that Zanti's had. At the minute, touch wood, fingers crossed, touch wood. So yeah, now then, you might have seen from a post I put up, probably I think it was yesterday. Unfortunately, my dear old mum passed away. So the reason I'm not on holiday is because when we had to pay for this holiday, we were originally going for 17 nights and we were all three of us were going. And then obviously my mum fell. This holiday's been booked a year. My mum fell. She broke her hip. She was bedbound. She had a rapid deterioration, sort of end of June into beginning of July. We can't believe how long she hung on, to be honest. She wasn't really eating, she wasn't really interacting, doing a lot of sleeping, and eventually she passed away a couple of weeks ago. So we're all absolutely fine. She's in a better place because she had no quality of life towards the end there. So what we've decided to do is I'm now going out to Corfu. I was going to try and keep this a secret. Not a secret, but do one of these clickbaity, where am I going? You know, and show you loads of clues and stuff. But I'd rather just do a decent travel day vlog for you. So, tomorrow I'm going down to East Midlands, flying with Jet 2 into Corfu. I think I'm due to fly at 15:30. I've got the lounge booked. I think it's the Escape Lounge. I've got some parking booked. So I'll be setting off from here about 10. Now last week it should take about an hour and 20 minutes to get to East Midlands from Leeds. It took nearly 2 hours because the traffic was shocking. So I'm hoping it's not going to be like that, but I am going to go at 10. If I'm running ahead of time, because I don't know what time I'm allowed in the car park, I'm aiming for 12. I'll just go to Tib Shelf Services and have a coffee. I've not put anything on I've not printed anything, if that makes sense. Everything's on my phone, Apple Wallet. So I'm hoping that works out okay. Now Pam prints everything out. She's not adverse to using modern, making sure there's nobody behind me. She's not adverse to using modern technology, but she's a girl who prints everything out. So I'm not doing that. I'm literally relying on my phone. Boarding passes, things for the car park, things for the lounge. So that's where we are. I've got a taxi booked at the other end. So George from the Barras is picking us up. That's where I'm staying. They're at the Barras, but I'll be in a separate room. Because it's with Jet 2, you can't just bolt on, and it's not big enough for three of us, the room that they're in. So we're at the Barras where we've been before. So I'm hoping you're going to like this video. I'm just, like I say, out for a bit of a wander tonight. It's been a bit tough at work. It's been quite busy. I've probably got things open and hanging that I just couldn't get finished, but I don't think they're that business critical that anything bad's going to happen if I haven't got them done. So I've still got to pack, so I'll show you that when we get back. I'll do a bit of packing, and I've really got to be ready for up and off tomorrow. I've gone and got one of those, you know, those what do they call them like microwavable burgers, but I've got the breakfast muffin, so I just want something quick to put me on. So I'll get up probably about 7:30, eat that, put the last bits of packing into the bag and get off. So I hope you're still with me. I hope you're still watching. Thanks everybody for all your messages over the last few months about my mum. It does mean the world to me, you know, and to us as a family. You've all been great and very supportive. So I'm hoping now I can push on a bit. It's been tough on me. I'm an only child, you know, and if she hasn't got me, she hasn't got anybody. So I've been doing things like shopping, and I've still got a lot to sort. Still got to empty the flat out, you know, things like that. So it's all not done yet. I've still got bits more to do, but I'm looking forward to a decent break. Absolutely beautiful down here, isn't it? Look, This is the old railway line. You've seen this on previous vlogs. I won't show you loads of this, but just listen to that. There's hardly anything, is there? There's nobody coming in front of me, nobody behind me. There will be some nutter walking a dog, I've no doubt, when it's way too hot for a dog. I'm not one of these who buys it all the time that don't you dare take your dog out. Your dog needs to go out, your dog needs to go out. But don't walk them far. Now I was going to take the MacBook with me and edit on there, because I have got quite used to editing now on the MacBook, but I'm not going to do, because it's another thing to carry, it's another thing to break, another thing to lose. So I'm going to do these vlogs on my phone. I'm filming on the Action Pro 5, but I'll upload them and edit them on the phone, quick edits really. You'll get the travel day one. I'm going to try and do that at some point on Friday, try and get it out for Saturday of this week. So that might be when you're watching this, I hope it is. But failing that, you probably might get at least one more, I think, while I'm away. I'll try and get another video uploaded middle of the week, and then I'll just plough through the rest of them when I get back. Just have a quick look over here, see if we can see anything. Not really, because it's in full foliage, isn't it? But look at this countryside. Absolutely beautiful. So I'm just approaching the end here of this track. So I'll put you down now. I'll pick you back up when I get home, when I've got the packing commenced. I've got more to do than I thought. I've sort of sat around all afternoon. I was busy today getting currency and things like that, and then I got home about 1:30 and I just sat there. So I've sat there, watched cricket, I've done a bit more work on the laptop, that kind of thing. So I'll put this away now, unless there's something dramatic happens between now and home, and I'll pick you up when I'm back in the house. Well, as you can see, I'm more or less packed. It's not bad, is it? I've just got some shoes to go in there. Just a couple of pairs of trainers, flip-flops. Oh, on the subject of flip-flops, look at these beauties. So, by the way, I'm not sponsored. I wish I was. If they're watching, you can send me a free pair. These are called Gumbies. I think that's how you say them, Gumbies. I think they seem to be well, they are Australian looking at that, aren't they? But yeah, Gumbies. So look at the sole on them. They call them the 1,000-miler, because apparently you can walk 1,000 miles in these things before they give up the ghost. But they're really good because they're kind of contoured inside, so your feet just fit in them. Absolutely amazing. So looking forward to road testing them. This is hilarious. You're not going to believe this. So I'm just looking in the case, and you know you've got this bit here, like I say, the top bit where you put your shoes. There you go. Well, it's got this zip up bit, hasn't it? Now look what I found. So there's a pair of Skechers and there's Pam's flip-flops. Now we thought we'd lost these, and we couldn't work out what we'd done, because we looked round the room in Zante. We went, well, we looked, there was nothing left. Because we're in such a flap trying to shut the cases, if you look back at that video, I've obviously zipped them up in the bottom bit there, and I out the way so the case shuts better. What a muppet. So that's me all packed, happy days. Yeah, ready to go. So all I've got to pack now is just things like toiletries, aftershave, put a pair of trainers in, and apart from that, I'm all set to go. So what I'll do now is I'll crack on with that. I'm going to watch a bit of football on the TV. I don't want to get to watch this like, you know, any old game. Pam's great. She lets me watch Leeds United and some of the bigger football, but I'm watching tonight Birmingham versus Sheffield United. Lower league football, eh? It's not Leeds, is it? Apologies to any Blades or Brummie fans, blue noses out there. Anyway, I'm going to turn off for the night. I'm going to get myself ready. I might give my hair a little bit of a run over with the shaver. And then what I'll do is I'll pick you back up in the morning. It should be about 10 o'clock when I'm loading the car up and get ready to go. I'll see you then. Morning. Travel day. It's here. I'm excited, apprehensive, going on my own again. We did this a few years ago. They went ahead for 3 nights and then I joined them for the last too. So I have done this before on my own to Corfu. Yeah, so always remember, folks, before you go, water the flowers. I don't think it's going to make any difference. It's going to be so hot here in England. I don't think we forecast any rain. They said there's going to be no real look of low pressure till October. So we're probably going to run out of water, but in the next few days there's no sign of rain either at all. So they'll probably be dead when we come back. I'm going to empty the bin because we don't want that to start smelling in the kitchen, do we? There's all sorts in there. So I'm going to put the bin out. Like a muppet, I've gone and left some clothes in the boot of the car that I meant to take to the tip yesterday that I forgot. So guess who's going to the tip now? So yeah, I'm going to the tip now to take those clothes. And then we'll get down to East Midlands around, probably set off in an hour and a half, 90 minutes or so. It's already started in Corfu. Anybody who watched the Zante vlog towards the end will know my bugbear, sunbed wars. So as I've said, I always get up early. I am one of those who's up on holiday, 7:30, go down to the pool, get our beds, and I lay there with the beds all the time. Don't go anywhere. So Pam's got up this morning. I'll superimpose a picture now that she's seen off the balcony. This is just a bit of the pool. She took this picture about 9:30. There's not one bed left. There's nobody on the beds, or hardly anybody on the beds. And they've done that thing that I absolutely hate, where they put one towel across two beds. You know, lay it across the top like it's, ooh. We don't really get this in Corfu where we go, but it is a small hotel. And all it takes is a group of 7 or 8 people all together. I want to sit together. The pool's literally 20 yards long, mate. And they put the beds out. They save the beds, and then it has a knock-on effect then, doesn't it? Because Dave from Derby gets up at his normal time at 8:30 and he goes, oh, there's no beds. So he starts getting up earlier, and it has a knock-on effect, doesn't it? So I hopefully hope you saw that picture there that Pam's taken this morning. But anyway, we'll see what happens. I'm all set to go. The case is all ready. House looks like a bomb's gone off because we've been packing and them two have gone. So one other thing to remember as well that I'll just say, mosquito protection. Now, we've got our little routine when we're in resort, but what a lot of people forget is today when they're going to be on that plane, they'll set off today without any repellent on. It's okay if you're landing in the daytime. If you're landing at night into Corfu and you don't have any repellent on, if you think about it, it's like going out on a night out in Corfu without any repellent on. So you'll get bit. And then what they tend to do is they get to the hotel 10 o'clock tonight, as hopefully I will. They get giddy, they get a beer, and they end up staying out till 1 in the morning. First night of the holiday. Brilliant, isn't it? They don't have anything on, and then they get there, and 3 days later they're going, well, I put repellent on and I've been bit. You got bit on the first night. So I'm putting a Pest Tech on. I'm going to rub on a bit of mosquito milk. That might not work by the time it gets to tonight, but I'm going to do it anyway. But I will wear a Pest Tech bracelet just to hopefully see me through. So anyway, I'm up to the tip because I'm going to get that done. I'm going to get in the shower. I'm going to get dressed, and then I'll speak to you in the car. Right, 9:45, and I'm ready to go. So I might as well get off. Suitcase in the back, as you saw there. East Midlands, here we come. Let's go see how smooth this is. So I've got to punch in the coordinates for, I think I'm staying at Terminal, at Long Stay 2 or something it is. So I'll check in a minute, get that in. Like I say, if I am running early, I will go to Tib Shelf. The car park I've checked is booked from 12, and the lounge is booked from 12:30. So hopefully this should run smoothly, guys. You never know though, do you, with that motorway these days. Car fires all the time, isn't there? So let's get off, and I'll see you either at Tib Shelf or at the airport. We're all done. We're all here. East Midlands Airport. Corfu, here we come. So I just need to try and find the bus. I'll turn you around. So here we are in the car park. Bus to terminal left. Let's see if this actually makes any sense when we get here and see if the bus is around. So I've spotted the bus stop, which is down here. So a little bit of a walk, and not too far. Lots of buses going into jet parks over there. You can see they're right at the roundabout into jet parks. So there was an even quicker way out of the car park, I think, which was just down those steps. So I'll remember that when that guy's walking in the distance. Anyway, let's get here and catch the bus. So here we are, buses every 20 minutes. I hope I'm not waiting 20 minutes to get on a bus, but let's see how long it takes, eh? Right, I'm here at the airport. Took all of literally 2 minutes. The bus turned up, it was rammed. The airport looks really busy, so I'm not going to hang around. I'm going to get in, check in, and then try and find this lounge. Right, all checked in, didn't have to do it myself at those luggage machines, got sent straight to a desk because I had a boarding card on my phone. So this is all literally taken from parking up to getting in and getting checked in, 15 minutes, massive thumbs up East Midlands. So let's go find security. And through security, so car, bus, check-in, security, 20 minutes, East Midlands, absolutely amazing. That was from long stay too. So I was lucky a bus came straight away, albeit it was packed. So let's go in here and try and find this lounge. To be fair, it is quite quiet. Probably just averagely busy. Nice place here, Alembic. That looks good. I think the lounge is down. Oh, Escape Lounge. I've seen a sign. It's just further on down here towards Frankie and Benny's. Just show you the prices at Frankie and Benny's there if anybody's interested. And that's the nice Frankie and Benny's there. It is a nice airport, this, folks. You've also got Pork and Pickle on your left. And then we're going this way towards the lounge. So down here we go. So I'm in the lounge. That was the slowest bit of the whole thing. I probably had to queue for about 10 minutes. I don't know what's happening. I think somebody had turned up who didn't have a booking and was trying to pay to get in, which just caused some issues, just a young couple. So all in all, folks, that airport, East Midlands, if you can come from here, out of Manchester, Leeds and East Midlands, it's the furthest away, but we do live next to the M1, so at least we're straight on the motorway to get here. And it was absolutely superb, so got no issues at all with that. Over the moon. So I'm in the lounge. I'll try and show you around, although it is a bit busy, but I'll do what I can. But I'm off to go get a beer. And there we have it, pint of light lager. So that's brewed by the company that I work for. Believe it or not, we supply the lounges at Manchester, Bristol, here, Edinburgh, I think, amongst others, maybe Aberdeen as well. So yeah, I'm all set. I'll go see if I can walk you around and show you some of the food. So I've gone for some cheese and biscuits and a couple of sandwiches. There were some hot chicken legs as well. You wanted that, and sort of like a couple of noodle dishes, pasta dishes, etc. And then a load of croissants and things.
security alerts to the minimum by keeping your luggage with you at all times.
Right, I hope you can hear me. I've left the lounge and I've come to the Castle Rock bar upstairs. It's busy, but there's loads of seats. This is miles better than Leeds Bradford. Leeds Bradford, you need to shape up. Anyway, I've got a proper beer here. Look at that. Nice bit of Kronenberg. Opa! Anyway, boarding in about, well, gate info in the next sort of 10-15 minutes. Then we'll be boarding about 3. And then hopefully off on time about 3:30, 3:45. We'll see. What I forgot to tell you was, I'm actually sitting in seat 1, in row 1. So I'm on the emergency exit, folks. I don't know what I'll really be able to film on this flight. So I don't think I'll have a window. And I'm in charge, I'm in charge of the slide in the door. If anything goes wrong, I'm going to get people out the plane. Anyway, we'll see what it's like, but like I say, I might not be able to film much on board, because there just might not be much to film. I think I've got one of those chairs as well where the table comes out the arm, but anyway, for now, cheers, and let's see what happens from here. We're boarding.
Tout dernier appel pour le reste des clients du vol Ryanair 1632 à destination de Limoges. Veuillez vous...
Here we go, folks, on our way to the old two-winged bird. And all birds got 2 wings.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Hoppa! And here we are in baggage reclaim. That was the easiest flight I've ever been on. I'll sum this up tomorrow probably, but wow, what a journey. Amazing. Jet to East Midlands Airport. Take a bow, wow, wow. And just like that, I've arrived at the Barras. So I didn't film much in the taxi, it was pitch black. Really smooth sort of journey. I've no pool view here, but I'm happy with this. I've got the aircon, I'll show you around tomorrow properly. But I'm back in Corfu, yay! Listen, I'll leave this here. I will put on the end, I'm hopefully going to go surprise Ken's now. I know where they are, or I know where they're going to be. So I'll go surprise him, but whatever I film, I'll just put it on my phone for a bit. I won't film it on the proper camera because I can't be bothered carting it round. So, yamas all, cheers. Thanks for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed and you found this by accident, click that little bell. Let's do it, folks. And I'll catch you on the next one.